It's now exactly 2 months before King Charles's coronation, and well, we know that Diana's brother, Earl Spencer, almost certainly will not be attending the coronation. He says he doesn't take these royal things that seriously. But Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have received some sort of invitation. They've been asked to keep the date open, and they are in some sort of email correspondence with the King and the King's office in Buckingham Palace. Now, I think that there's no sound at all, and there's no sign at all of the apology that Prince Harry so very much wants. But equally, there's no sign that they are definitely going to make a decision soon. I think there's a lot of things for Prince Harry and Meghan to weigh up. On the one hand, they must recognise how much harm they've caused with Netflix and with Spare, but on the other hand, they have to recognise that their significance, brand Sussex, is entirely dependent on the royal connection, because actually neither of them have very much to offer on their own. Prince Harry has a lovely voice, but he has no ability at all to act, so that's not a direction he can go in. He's demonstrated this on one or two late-night American TV shows where he's been part of a little skit, and he's barely managed it, because he simply cannot do that. What you see is exactly what you get, and I think that's one of the endearing qualities about Prince Harry. He also does have a very nice speaking voice. Maybe he could do audible recordings of various books. If he writes more books, he can record them. Great. And the third thing to keep in mind is that some white flags have been waved. The eviction notice on Frogmore Cottage has been suspended, apparently, at least until the summer. So if they come to the UK for the coronation, they will have somewhere to stay. And maybe that whole deal is up for negotiation. Maybe that is indeed a deal to be negotiated, and probably can only be negotiated face to face. Maybe that is the deal that will get them into the chamber, so that some sort of verbal apology can be issued and accepted, so that there can be a point to turn round. Remember, King Charles said at his accession, do not blight my last few years, apparently. But there is no sign of reconciliation so far. There's no sign of the apology. And the clashes that took place apparently in Frogmore, according to Spare, after Prince Philip's funeral, nobody in the royal family would want a repetition of that. And equally, they would be very much aware that Prince Harry is not really trusted to be discreet anymore. Whatever is said behind closed doors is likely to find its way into Spare Part 2, which I think is going to be called Self. Anyway, Prince Harry, as I say, give Harry a hug, make it go away, make it better. I think he is still frankly grieving, and grieving is a form of madness. And you don't recover from that. You just learn to live with it. And if Harry needs an apology in order to live with the grief, then I think that he should be accommodated, frankly. I think Harry has a great deal to offer his family and our nation, and I think Meghan can as well. But at the moment, the adversarial approach of certain members of the royal family is not helpful, and it brings out the worst in everybody. So we have maybe we've seen the worst of Harry. It's not so bad, is it really? It's not so bad. It's livable with. We've all got one of those tucked away somewhere. The embarrassing uncle. Maybe that's what I am. Oh dear. Anyway, have fun.